One summer, I went on Merkez Shlichus with a friend of mine to a certain city. We know that during the summer, the Rebbe would send bochrim to different cities to strengthen Yiddishkeit in those cities. So I went with a friend of mine to a certain city. We stayed in the house of a shliach that was there. And the room that he gave us to stay in was the room that had a lot of Sforim in it. When we went into the room, we noticed that amongst the Sforim, there is a spring binder. Spring binder looks like a sefer, but it's really, you could put things in and then it closes up with a spring and it looks like a sefer. So it attracted our attention, so we took out the binder and opened it up, and we saw this was a whole collection of letters that the Rebbe wrote to this person, in the one that we stayed in his house. So we were very curious to see the letters, so we asked him, the balabos, whether we could look at the binder. We told him we noticed a binder in the room. Can we look at it with the letters? So he said, no problem. So we looked at it and we saw many letters there, but there were 3 letters that attracted our attention the most. Now I would like to give over what these 3 letters were about. They actually were printed later. First was printed, look with the Sichas Chelik Yud Zayin, page 487. All 3 letters, one after another. And then it was printed into Igros, but because there are 3 letters in different dates, so it was printed according to the dates, not one after another. So from the Igros, you don't really get the picture. But in the Sikh, I see the picture of all the 3 letters together. And in the Igros, it's in Chelik Gimel, page Tof Lamed Daled, and in the same Sefer, the same Chelik, page Tof Ayin Beis, and then in Chelik Daled, page Nun Beis. And this is what we saw. The first letter was a Kloli Proti. Kloli Proti was letters that the Rebbe wrote, one letter, and he sent the same letter out to many, many people. The letter was typed, but then it was copied in many copies, and the Rebbe would send it to different people. So it's considered a michtav Kloli, because many, many people got the same letter, but it's called Kloli Proti because it was sent to people individually, not like a michtav Kloli, which was, the Rebbe wrote it and then it was given out to everybody. But this was sent to different people by the Rebbe, and to each person, if there was something individual that the Rebbe had to write to him, answer a question or write something to him, the Rebbe would add it to this michtav Kloli Proti that he would send. So the first letter that we saw is the date Yud Gimel El Tovshin Yud, and there, that was a michtav Kloli Proti, and at the end, we saw the original Ksaviyat Kedesh of the Rebbe, which, like I said, is printed already, but we saw the original Ksaviyat Kedesh of the Rebbe. And these are the words that the Rebbe wrote at the end of the letter. Nivhalti lishmeya, I was shocked to hear, sheyesh svara etzloi levaker lilmud be'eze college ukai gavne, that there is a svara that you have to go and visit, which means to study in a college, or something like that. And the Rebbe adds, Tikvosi ubitcheni, I hope and I'm sure, she has niach svara zu legamre, that you will drop this idea completely, v'yagia ruchi b'psura tevazu, and you will calm me down by giving me good news about it, obviously meaning that you decided not to go after I was made, or you're not to go. That's the first letter. So it's written as a heisofet to the michtav Kloli Proti of Yud Gimel El Tovshin Yud, and this was written B'Ksaviyat Kedesh from the Rebbe. And then after that, the Rebbe wrote a hemshech of 2 letters. So the first letter I'm going to say in the next voice note, and then the next letter in the next voice note.